Got some good news and some bad news for you guys. Good news is we finished corn. Finished up our corn harvest. We got all the machines parked up, strapped down for the hurricane. That leading into the bad news. We got a hurricane coming. Well, we're getting kind of bands of rain off of it. And my international won't start. You guys haven't seen my international before. I haven't put it in any videos. Mainly for the reason because I can't get it to start half the time. In other words, it's a big piece of shit. And from what I don't know. I bought it back in January for $6,000. It has a loader, and I thought it would. I thought it'd pay off for itself, and it just seems like it won't. Don't want to run for me or something. If you can see the tracks over there, we've tried pull starting it today, and I decided to mess with it, being that with all this rain coming from this all these all these days off for the hurricane, and I said, well, might as well just work on a tractor or something, get it started, because my intention was to pick corn with this tractor, run that corn picker right there, because that trailer is pretty heavy. It can fit. I just figured out, this tractor will pull that picker into that heavy trailer, and I could feel it a whole lot better. But I was pulling in to that driveway right there with the picker about a month ago, but when I was going to start picking corn, and the tractor just shut right off. God, I stabbed myself. But if out there in the YouTube world and some of my subscribers, if y'all could help me troubleshoot as to why this tractor shut off or why it won't start, feel more than welcome to, or put some input into it, because I'm about to let me clean the camera. I'm about to just give up on this tractor. Just plain and simple. I'm tired. I'm paying a loan off on it right now as we speak, and it won't run. That's just aggravating when I'm paying money on it and it doesn't want to run. But I got my troubleshooter on here. Look, it's getting power there. My batteries is charged. Now when I put it here, that's on the solenoid. It's getting juice. But when it shoots over into that second wire, it gets juice still, because I had somebody else holding the meter there. I know this isn't safe and all, but I'm going to try to got my parking brake on. Got it on. I'm going to try to start it right here. Wow, got my camera dirty. I'm going to try to start it right here. With this, I'm going to try to straight drive it. And I don't know if you guys can see. It's just sparking, and it's not wanting to turn. And I don't know anything else. And the reason why I started off a starting it straight like that is, when I do try the button right here, nothing happens. Well, you heard a little bit of clicking, but if you see my meter right there, it's not wanting to. Well, that's a first. Why is it clicking? That's a first. Let's see. I'm not a mechanic or anything, so that's why I ain't really tried to mess with it too much. I don't know. I weren't expecting to have this much problems with it. I don't know. I mean, these are brand new batteries. I just bought these batteries today. I just paid $220 for these batteries. I called my starter man. He said, check. I've cleaned all the wires, cleaned the ground wire. It'll be to take the starter off. Now, as to why it shut off driving in that driveway right there, I don't know. If you guys could tell me, it was wanting to act like it didn't want to run wide open when I was driving it down here. Like the throttle was kind of just, not all the way, but it was just enough to sound like it was. It just didn't have the power it wanted to, and then it shut off. I've tried cracking lines and just flushing lines out and stuff. It ain't working out for me. I don't know. It's making clicking sounds. That's as far as I've got in the past 2 months with this tractor. I was just talking to my buddy earlier, and I said I might just be tempted to sell this for scrap metal, because I've tried troubleshooting every single problem it could be. Fuel, that's getting fuel everywhere. I've bought new batteries. I've replaced the clutch safety switch down there. Replaced this right here. There's nothing wrong with the switch, because if you see I turn it on, turn it off, I just don't understand. But I figured I'd update you guys on we finished up our corn harvest. Just slowing down a little bit. Got a couple acres of beans I might try to cut. I got about 5 or 6 acres of soybeans. It ain't too much. But as far as being wide open, not anymore. We'll slow down a little bit. But an update on the hurricane. It's supposed to come here tomorrow, or make its way up here tomorrow. They say it's supposed to weaken up. It could change between here and tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah. Also, with trying to start this thing, I've tried pulling it, and I guess these internationals don't do good with popping the clutch. I don't know. You see, I didn't grow up driving these tractors, so it's a learning experience, but it's starting to get annoying. So I don't know. But like I said, I'm gonna try it again. It's not doing anything. Now, I figured out one thing, that it does drain the batteries for some reason, and it's in somewhere in this wiring right here. I don't know. It's a rat's nest. I don't know. I'm going to try to get a mechanic to come and work on this, or take it to a mechanic. And I don't know if the engine is blown or something, because it won't turn over, and it shut off randomly right there. I don't know. I made the assumption, but as to why it won't turn, could it be possible that the engine is locked up for some reason? I've tried switching that right there. I tried switching that around, which I know you're probably not supposed to, but you see that's a new part I got from Steiner Tractor Parts or whatever. That was a problem at first. I've got my clutch in, parking brake down, switch on like it should be, and it just clicks one time. So I just don't understand, guys. It's starting to get aggravating, and I've messed with it all day long. It's making me want to, I don't know. I love these old tractors to death, but they start giving you problems, and it's been problem after problem after problem since January with this tractor. and I probably haven't driven it. I'm paying a $6,000 loan off on it. It probably hadn't been run 20 hours on my farm altogether. So I just don't understand. I'm gonna take the batteries apart. Well, take the battery cables off. That way it doesn't drain my batteries. I don't understand. I don't know what else to do, guys. If you guys, anybody has some input, that can help me out with, or words of wisdom, or feel free to. Like I said, I'm not used to working on these kind of tractors, and it's just a struggle. It's been a struggle. Now, when the tractor is running, it's a great tractor. Don't get me wrong, it's a great tractor. It's starting to rain a little bit more. I believe we're going to start getting some rain from this hurricane. Anyways, other than this tractor, ooh, it's starting to pick up. We've thank goodness we got all our corn in. Got all of our corn in for this hurricane. Some of my subscribers are from the south here, my part of the south, North Carolina, South Carolina. I don't think I have any subscribers from Georgia, but oops, I don't know if that was subscribed. But we're supposed to be getting a little bit of a hurricane here. Let's see, let's make sure the key's switched on. Okay, supposed to be getting a little bit of a hurricane up our way or something like that. I don't know. Everybody's went into full freak out mode for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, that's the update on the weather around here. You guys can see a little bit of overcast. Let me get my continuity tester. Also, if you guys could, I took it to a fella. Not gonna mention his name, but this right here is leaking. When you hook it up to a hydraulic, any hydraulic cylinder or hookup, it leaks like a sieve. As you guys can see where it's been leaking. We got something tied here to hold it in there. I paid a guy $330 to replace everything in this, and it's still leaking. And he said that it was my hookups or whatever the things you push in there. And I said, bullshit. They're new. I've ran them, and the reason why I know it's not those is because I ran those same hookups on this side of the tractor, and it ran no leaking or out, no leaking at all, as you can see. I mean, obviously it overflow, but as far as leaking every time you touch it, no, that one does. So that's another problem with this tractor that I thought I wouldn't have. So I don't know. If you guys could help me out with that, it'd be great. Just wanted you guys, just kind of a little bit of a rant or an update on this International 1066. But when it is running, it is a horse. It's a horse. Here's another one of our tractors, the long 510. We have to pull it every time or jump it every time we go to use it. Wonderful farm operation I have going on here. Doesn't get any better. Or does it? see if I can fit everything in here. Oh, surprise! I did fit everything in there. But give you a walk around the Gleaner E. I've got it prepared for rain. Got my hopper closed, got my engine closed, well, covered. Got my doors and ravel there. If you guys can't see up in there, my generator, you see my generator's kind of slung down out there. I broke a bracket. If you guys can't see up in there, I'll give you guys a view right there. There's a bracket that kind of holds that generator up. That broke, and I was messing with it and had to get it back up there, get it out the field, get it jacked back up, and I got myself burnt on the manifold there. So I said after that, I just said we're gonna quit and we're gonna cob pick the rest of it right there with that picker right there and the trailer. So it did pretty good. I'm pretty sure that was the most acres it ever went through in its lifetime. Let's double check these batteries right here. Like I said, $200 in batteries. Cleaning battery cables and it still won't run. I mean, it's starting to get aggravating, guys. I don't know if you guys can relate, but I'm fixing just take a drive down to the John Deere dealer or the Kubota dealer and tell them to point me on to a new tractor. I just can't do it anymore, guys. I got the manual right here and I've tried looking through it, and it ain't wanting to it ain't really wanting. I'm gonna have to study it some more, basically. But it's starting to rain a little bit, so I decided to just kind of quit with it. I just trying to pull it right there and it not wanting to do anything. I'm just gonna quit messing with it for today. And been trying to find a mechanic, and it seems like everybody's got mechanics working on cotton pickers and combines, and it seems like every year mechanics get harder and harder to find. I don't know why. So if farming don't work out for me, I'm just gonna become a mechanic. They can charge $60 an hour. I need to talk right now. Let me turn you guys around here. I'm going to show you guys my corn that we've bagged up. Out of one field, we've bagged up 330 bags, something like that. This is our corn right there. I don't know if I'm giving you guys a good view. Got that bagged in a day and a half, and looks like we got some bad weather coming ahead of us, surrounding us. There's the equipment right there, last view. But starting to slow down a little bit, and it'll be time to start disking land up and cutting ditch banks again. It's starting to slow down. Favorite time of the year, maybe we'll start deer hunting again. And my subscribers from the north, I believe their harvest season's getting about halfway through. And here's our cornfield. Here's one of our cornfields. I had to leave a little bit because it was took over with Morning Glories and Cultivars. There's another one of our fields. Got the doves eating the corn that dropped. you guys can hear, or maybe you guys can't, but the rain's starting to drop a little bit harder. Maybe I can get the tractor running. Like I said earlier, if you guys could troubleshoot a little bit, maybe help me out or turn me on to something, you know, get me in contact with somebody who actually knows something about those internationals. You know, I'm basically an amateur at working on them, so I figured I'd try it first, you know, give myself at least a chance trying to, you know, work on it, but it seems like it's just not meant to be. I'm basically just knocked off for the day. It's 4:30 and rain's coming. I just said forget it. There's my little buddy, Little Mac and Muggsy. But hey, somebody says hi. But as far as the update goes, that's about it. Hopefully we can ride out the hurricane. I might try to run some tractors after this, but anyways guys, thanks for watching.